We're in today with the 8 series video card from NVIDIA. Today we're gonna see how this 8500 GT is running from 2007 with 256 megabytes of VRAM DDR2 at 128 bits with 490 megahertz on the core clock with 400 megahertz on the memory clock. We're gonna pair it up with this Intel Pentium D945 that has 2 cores and 2 threads. Yes, I know. In some games, this CPU is kind of useless. In the future, I want to put more video cards like this, and maybe I need 4 cores on the CPU. So I'm considering on actually upgrading the CPU. I'm happy that this machine is working perfectly, and it gives me the opportunity to test some games that are meant for this video card, not new titles, online games and stuff like that. Just pure retro gaming, and that's it. And I can see this video card shine. Let's have some fun and throw some games to this video card and see how it runs. Okay, so first off, I need to try HELLGATE London. 200 megabytes of VRAM, and I need to see how this video card is being used. You know, 68 degrees and maximum core load on the GPU. That is not okay. All right, so I'm on 1080p with medium details, low anti-aliasing, medium model details, everything is on medium, 1080p. Let's see how it's running. I think it's gonna lag. Actually get playable FPS with this, it looks fantastic. I actually see on 20 FPS in some situation. That is not ideal, but it's working. Look at that, 99% load on the core. I mean, the video card is not new, you know, it's not a high-end video card, and I really think it's capable of doing the job when it comes to all games. But half of the VRAM is used, and I think this is kind of great, seriously. On medium details, apparently the game is very fluent, even though the FPS is not very high, you know, the MS stays really good, like 19, 20, 20 something, under 30, and with 40 FPS it feels very fluent, you know. So I'm guessing that if I want to increase the FPS, I have to lower the resolution. I put it on 1080p because I didn't know how it's going to react to this video card. I mean, how it's going to perform. So I said to myself, you know what, just put it on 1080p. If it lags, I could drop down the resolution. It's like I don't know how it performs, but it works, and I'm happy. And I'm curious now, what type of tank is this? Is this Abraham? Looks like Challenger. Challenger? Or Leopard? More like Leopard. What do you think? what tanks does it resemble? Though it's London, so it may be Challenger. So I like the performance. Nothing too bad, nothing too good. You know, to say, oh, I'm very pleased how this monster of a video card is working. No, it just works medium. Seriously, medium details, 1080p. It's actually doing the job really well. So yeah, really approve this game. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secret. I remember playing this with PCI video cards, AGP video cards, you know. But now I got the 8500 GT PCI Express with 256 megabytes. So everything is on. It's running really nice. You can actually see the cores balancing really nice on this. It doesn't use too much system RAM. It's using nearly 200 megabytes of VRAM and 700 megabytes of system RAM. This is exactly the game that needs to be played on this video card. Now, if you're interested on actually trying to get something similar, you'll have a better chance on actually playing. 40 FPS apparently is the most average I can get with this, and I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It runs really flawlessly. Performance-wise, there is nothing to complain on the GPU side. I noticed that the system RAM apparently it's increased. You know, the usage on the system RAM. I got like 750 megabytes of system RAM used, and it's kind of awesome. The temperature is good, 62 degrees, 179 megabytes of VRAM used. 180 megabytes of VRAM used. Wow, keep getting more and more. The more I explore, the more it's taking. Nice. Yeah, not gonna lie, I like it, seriously. I like how it's performing. See, notice that 186 megabytes of VRAM. It's reaching It's reaching the 200 megabytes limit on this. The more you play, the more it's gonna use the VRAM. So I like how it's performing. It's exactly the right combination. Okay, so one good thing about this video card is that we're gonna play Underground 2 with this video card and get the opportunity to see some details. Okay, so I got 800 by 600 with maximum details. Oh, I'll take it. Let's see how many FPS we get. I want maximum details and I don't know the resolution. If I have to lower the resolution to keep the details, I'll take it. If I can take the low resolution with higher details, it's much better. 40, 50 FPS. Exactly like in every game that we tested until now. Let's take around the city and see how it's performing, and maybe we get a glimpse of how this video card is performing in this game. Wow. The low resolution with high details model, it's kind of cool to see. It feels like an old console. It feels like a proper experience, and that's something that I would like. So on the system side, I get exactly 700 megabytes of system RAM. That's a more generic thing I can see through the games. 100 megabytes of VRAM. Not the most demanding game ever. 73% load on the core. It's doing okay, you know. It's on the limit, you know, with the video card. There's no problem with it. Do I need this video card? No, I think this is 8500 GT. Yes, I will be like 8800 GTS or something. I got a couple of them on the side and I'm waiting for them to put them on the PC and see how it's performing. Can't wait. Those are video cards with 300 megabytes of VRAM, but they have a high-speed core, so I'm guessing in this game it will be fantastic. So I'm very happy to have this opportunity with this type of system, you know, to see older titles and old GPUs like this performing with appropriate games, you know. So definitely we need to jump into Quake and see how we're doing. I got 1024 with display brightness, actually brightness just a fraction. Come on, look at this, 91 FPS. I think I can put more details if and higher resolution if I'm not judging. Dude, the game has zero impact on the GPU. Hey, the VRAM is not used, the core is barely loaded, you know, maximum FPS temperature. It's not the maximum resolution, but it does show you how nice it is, seriously. Listen, if I'm getting to retro games, I need to accept some of the games that are needed on this list, like Diablo. Now, I know this game doesn't use VRAM, it's only using 7 megabytes of VRAM, but it shows me that in the future I can play with an older video card this game, and it's very important, you know. So, system RAM, I got like 500, 600 megabytes of system RAM. It's using only one core. Actually, it's using both cores, like 50%, really nice. The video card is not used, 11% load. No, I like it, seriously. I like how it's performing. This is the game that triggers a lot of nostalgia, you know. So Diablo, oh yeah, everybody jumping in 4, I'll jump in 2. I think overall the GPU is doing a fantastic job. There's a lot of games that can be thrown at this video card, but at this stage it gave me a preview how this whole system and with older video cards like 8 series are performing, and it just validates the idea that I have, because I want to throw more PCI Express video cards on this machine and see other games running with higher quality and higher resolutions. So in the future, do expect to see more video cards like this, because they're kind of fun. They're kind of fun to play and use and see other games how they're performing. Can't wait to show you more, and hopefully if you have the opportunity to appreciate an older hardware or to restore it, I hope you enjoy it, seriously, because it's fun to make an old computer or an old video card work like this and make it, how should I say, do something, you know, make it worth something. I really appreciate the old titles. I really appreciate the retro gaming, because it just allows me to disconnect from the new stuff that is nowadays on the market, and it's just unbiased. It's just like a time machine for me. That's it. Regardless, what do you think about the GPU and how it's performing, and what do you think about this concept of old hardware with old games? Because I really like it, seriously.